Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll walk you through how to set up an AWS Cloud Connector on Cloudsania, specifically the default access connector, which is the recommended setup for efficient cloud deployment management. But first, let's quickly understand why connectors are so important on Cloudsania. Cloud connectors are secure bridges that links your Cloudsania account to your cloud service providers like the AWS, DigitalOcean, and others. They allow Cloudsania to provision resources and manage infrastructure, as well as automate deployments on your behalf, making cloud management seamless and error-free. Without connectors, every infrastructure deployment would require manual setup inside the cloud consoles. Connectors automate that heavy lifting, ensuring faster, more reliable, and consistent cloud operations. So let's go right into the setup process. On the home page, as one of the quick startup option, you'll find the option to connect your cloud service provider. So you can click on this to navigate you to the Cloud Connectors page, or simply click on the Cloud Connectors option on the side nav bar. So if you click on this, so on the Cloud Connectors page, currently I do not have any cloud connector setup. So I can click on this new connector link or the new connector button here. Next, we need to select our preferred cloud service provider to begin the integration. And for this, we'll select AWS. Now we need to provide our connector details. So I'll provide my connector name. Next, I need to select my preferred AWS region. So having done that, I'll click on Continue button. So next, we need to select our development type. And for this, we are going to select the default access, which is the recommended setup. And the AWS default access connector gives Cloudsania the necessary permissions to manage your AWS environment securely. It allows Cloudsania to scan your resources and automatically include feature capabilities. And it's recommended because it automatically provisions the exact IMA users that are needed to provision your resources and manage your infrastructure, as well as automate your deployments on your behalf. And it also speeds up your project deployment with minimal manual intervention. We also have the least privilege access, which grants Cloudsania access to only the current permissions needed for the deployment of your selected constack. We'll be talking about this more on another video. So having selected the default access development type, the next step is to click the AWS CloudFormation launch template link for easy setup with the policies below. So clicking on this link will redirect you to AWS CloudFormation console. So let's talk about this policy. So this is the Cloudsania default policy, and this policy grants Cloudsania permission to list, get, and create S3 buckets, permission to create IMA users and access keys, and also permission to attach policies to these users. These permissions are crucial to allow Cloudsania to securely manage your AWS infrastructure, while following automation and best security practices. So we can go ahead to click on the CloudFormation launch template link, and this should redirect us to AWS CloudFormation console. So I'm already logged into my AWS account, and that is why I'm automatically landed on the CloudFormation console. If you're not logged in, you want to log in, and then you will automatically be redirected to the CloudFormation console. So next is we need to create a CloudFormation stack that defines the exact permissions Cloudsania needs to operate. So this CloudFormation template would create IME users, attach a policy, and also generate access keys for you. And on the CloudFormation console here, you'll notice that um, the template as well as the template source has been pre-selected for you. The template source, which is the Amazon S3 URL. Also, you can see here that the Amazon S3 URL has also been auto-populated in the field here. So all you need to do is click on the next button. So here we need to specify the stack details. And based on the connector name you provided in the previous step, your stack name will be populated for you by default. So all you need to do is click on next. So now we need to review all the, we need to configure all the stack options. This is an optional step and you can skip this if not needed. And what you want to do here is to click on this checkbox to acknowledge that AWS CloudFormation might create IMA users and resources. So we click on next. So now you want to review all the configurations, and once you're satisfied, you can click on the submit button. So now the stack will begin deploying, and we want to monitor the stack creation. So creation is in progress. So we'll wait until the status changes to create complete. So now the stack has been successfully created. As you can see here, the status has now changed to create complete. And we can reload this. We can reload the logs here, so we get to view all the logs. So having done that, we need to click on the Output tab, where we'll be retrieving the generated keys. So as you can see here, an access key ID has been created for us. We have our account ID here as well. And also the secret access key has also been created for us. So we need to copy these keys and store them securely, as we'll be needing them in the next step to complete the connector setup. So next, we would return to the Cloudsania AWS Connector setup. page and click on the continue button. So now we need to paste the access key, the secret key that we've generated in these fields here. So I'm just going to get my AWS account ID and paste here. Then I'll get my access key. And this is my access key. And lastly, I'll retrieve my secret key. My secret key, and then click on the create button. So now our AWS default access cloud connector has been successfully created and active, as well as ready to power your deployments securely. So behind the scenes, Cloudsania automatically creates a set of IMA users in your AWS account. So we're going to go to our IMA page to view the users that have been created for us. So now we go to our AWS account and click on IMA user. And on our IMA dashboard here, we click on users. And yeah, so yeah, these are the specialized IMA users that will be created inside your AWS account. We have the Cloudsania default access connector for the overall infrastructure management. Then there is a Cloudsania dev setup access connector for setting up your development environment. There is a Cloudsania pod setup access connector for provisioning your resources on your production environment. And then we have the Cloudsania Route 53 connector for managing DNS and domain records via AWS Route 53. This we'll be talking about in another video where we get to see, where we get to talk more, go deep dive into AWS Route 53 integrations. So the separation of these assets ensures greater security, efficient automation, and a clean management of your cloud resources. And with this setup, Cloudsania makes cloud deployment faster, safer, and much easier. So you can focus on building your application and not on the manual cloud configuration. So now, if we return back to the connectors page, we will find three additional specialized connectors that have been created by default. As you can see here, based on the IMA users that were set up on in our AWS account. And that's it for the video. We hope that you find this guide helpful in setting up your AWS connector on Cloudsania. Stay tuned. We have more exciting and helpful videos coming soon. In the meantime, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any feedback about this guide or about your experience setting up your AWS connector, Please leave a comment or reach out to our support team at help@cloudsania.com. Your feedback helps us improve and continue building a better Cloudsania for you. Bye for now.